Hey, you guys. So let's take a look and see what message Spirit has for you at this time. Okay. It looks like you are finally leaving behind being worried about what anybody else thinks of you, being worried about pouring into anybody else, and you're going after what you want. You're going after your wish fulfillment. You're going after what is emotionally fulfilling for you. And I really, really, really get that it took you a long time to get to this. It was not easy. You may have gone through and been shown certain things to get you to this point, but you are finally on a journey of self. And your guides, I really get your guides are in a celebratory, happy understanding. Yeah. Okay. And I get a celebratory, happy understanding from your guides and from Spirit itself, being happy that you've gone off on this journey. But I also get that Spirit is saying that, again, this energy, it was not easy for you to walk away from these energies. What it's saying is that the rough understanding that you experience to kind of be a catalyst to send you on this journey of self-discovery, you may feel or wonder if you'll ever be happy again. And Spirit says that you are. You know, right now you're pouring into yourself, you're nurturing yourself, you're balancing your energy. But you are in the process of growing into everything that you want for yourself. There will be celebration. There will be fun. There will be a community for you. There will be friends. There will be a happier energy that is just a sense of peace and balance. You will have that again. I really do get that. And I get, in some sense, in this process, again, the road that you're headed down, this self-discovery is going to lead you on a path or lead you to an environment full of your soul family understandings. Yeah. The people that are vibrationally in a similar understanding as you. That you can depend on, that will show up and be accountable in the right ways. All of that energy is here. Let's see. It looks like this is a very emotionally turbulent understanding for you. I get a lot of emotion. See, there's water pretty much in all of these cards. So this is a lot. You really, really may feel like you're wondering if you ever will be happy again. You will. You very, very much will. But this journey that you're on is a process. In some sense, you have to grieve what you're leaving behind. You know, it's okay. It's okay to have moments of grieving that old understanding. Seeing it for what it is, acknowledging the good times that you may have had in it, even in the sense of feeling like you weren't appreciated enough or you were pouring so heavily into these other energies and not showing up for yourself. It's okay to grieve the past understanding. That's necessary because it had its moments. You know, at one point in time, this was a version of your life that you actually wanted. Just because you don't want it anymore doesn't mean that there isn't a grieving process. See. Yeah. Maybe you feel sad that there are certain people that you have to leave behind. You couldn't convince them to come with you. And they were stuck in fear. I mean, these energies may at some point come. So I get some of this is your fear too, that you're going to be alone forever and that this won't turn out for the best understanding. But Spirit says it definitely will. It will. You know, it will. One thing that I like to say is that your road of truth for yourself is just for you. It's a road that only you can walk. And that's always, you know, yes, maybe you may connect with somebody who is on a similar road, but they won't be walking the exact same road as you. There will always be differences. You know, that is Spirit's gift to us, our own perspective of the world. But don't think that you're going to be alone forever in this understanding. And you're not truly alone anyway. Your Creator is there with you. Your spirit guides and ancestors are there with you too. And it could be an understanding or a process of you beginning to step up and connect with them as well. So you understand how you've never been alone. You have never been alone. But you will have energies of community around you again. You will have everything you need in that understanding. Yeah, there's a lot here that needs to be healed. There's a lot. I get the sense that maybe you also don't necessarily trust yourself. You may not trust yourself to even know. You're like, how will I ever trust my ability to connect with people again? How will I ever trust in myself that these individuals are right for me to have in my life and environment? I've been through so much. I felt so much pain and betrayal and everything. I really have been hurt. And Spirit is saying that this time, this journey to yourself is about making you more sensitive to that, making you more aware of that, so that you can see and understand the energy of whether somebody is vibrationally right for your environment. It's not going to be, I'm not saying it's going to be an easy understanding, but you're going to come out the other side of this and find the energies that are right for you to connect with. You are. But yes, with this energy here, I really get the Spirit is saying that the environment that you left behind would not have ever allowed you to be who you wanted to be. They would have always tried to hold you back. They would have always tried to fight you. It would have been too complicated for you to be yourself. That's the understanding here. It would have been too complicated. They would have made it too complicated for you to be yourself. It's not about them seeing the world exactly the way that you do, because nobody will ever do that. But these energies, I really get a sense of maybe they talk down to you about what you wanted for yourself, or they never gave you a sense of appreciation about your understandings. They may have always made you feel that the things that you desired to do or the way that you saw the world was not relevant or was in some way not good enough. And they were always picking you apart. They were always opposing or in opposition to what your perspective on the world was. I really don't get that they were very uplifting in a sense to you. You know, maybe a long time ago they were. And you held on to who they were at a long time ago versus who they had shown themselves to be in over time after the good moment, you know? Because that's what people sometimes do. They hold on to the one good moment. You know, maybe you had, I don't know, like 3, 4, 5 good years with this person, but then you had 10 years where they were just this, you know, they were just this for 10, you know, but you're still holding on to that potential. I know you have the potential to be this person. I know you have the potential. And maybe they do. Maybe they do have the potential to be who they were to you in that first 5 years. But you staying around for this energy, this other understanding of energy, was never going to be something that pushed them to return to that potential. Because why would they? You're present when they're in this energy. So it's not necessary. Your absence is something that could assist them into changing and stepping into that other understanding. I don't really get strongly that this energy is going to return to your life. These energies, whoever they may be, I don't really get it. But if any of them do, it is because they have done the work to step into their potential, the potential that you always saw, the understanding that you always knew they could be. But at this time, you're going on this journey of self for you, and you are going to step into connecting with energies that are on the right vibration and who will allow you to be who you desire to be, and not try to force you into any box understanding or make your perspective of the world irrelevant. Make it seem like your perspective of the world is irrelevant. That's what you're headed towards. You're headed toward your vibrationally fulfilling understanding after some time with yourself. Because first you have to really spend time with you and discover all of you and balance things that you've experienced and get through this anxiety and fear and this worry about never being able to trust your ability to connect with people again. You have to work on and heal some things in this journey. But your community, you're going to connect with them, the right community. Because it's important to understand that it isn't that everybody must believe the same way as you. It's not. It's when it becomes them trying to really talk down to you or really make it seem like your understanding is irrelevant or a bad thing. That's a problem. There are individuals that you will connect with that will not see the world the same way as you, but they will allow you to exist in your understanding for yourself. They will acknowledge your understanding for what it is, and they will appreciate your difference. They won't try to force you to be the same as them or make you feel like your difference is a problem or that you're weird or that there's something wrong with you. They will delight in your difference. They will appreciate all of that understanding. But that's the message I have. I hope this resonates with you. And if it didn't, I hope you find what does.